This is my review on 1 Hour Photo, one of the better Robert Williams films that he's done. Something we're going to run off the video, sorry about that. This is my review on 1 Hour Photo, one of the best... Someone's Farms, blah blah blah. This is one of the best Robert Williams films that he's done, and this is 1 Hour Photo. So it's basically about a guy starting to have a psychotic break, and does have a psychotic break. And it turns out he has very vague, unexplained, tragic backstory that doesn't really dive into it, and that's my only problems with the film. Other than that, you really feel the reason why you feel sympathy for him, because Robert Williams does a good job of making you feel sympathy for him, even though the film doesn't really give you reason to feel sympathy for him by the third act, because you feel like he has a tragic backstory, but you feel like, was there supposed to be like prequel to starring Robert Williams? Because it kind of feels like that, where you know what his tragic backstory is, but you know, it's kind of a mess at times. But anyway, he works at the store, and he gets fired from the store because he's getting out free cameras for people's birthdays. And you know, he's a nice guy, but they think that he's kind of starting to lose it. So his boss thinks, well, if he's starting to lose it, might as well fire him if he can't keep his head in reality, you know. And so, what a perfect thing to set him over the edge, you know? What he does is go back to the store next day and get a camera and start taking a picture of the girl that the husband was cheating on, and threaten them with a knife if they don't have sex while he's taking the photo. And the reason why he does this is because he's kind of screwed in the head, and the wife that he's married to, he said that he told the wife, and he owned up to it and said he's not going to do anything, but he's unloyal husband, and he sees himself as this uncle figure of this family. We see he has this fantasize that he's attached to this family like an uncle, and he's an uncle in this family. He gets arrested when he shouldn't be arrested, shouldn't be going to jail. He just should be getting some serious help, and maybe it's best if he's in a mental institution, because this guy's kind of screwed in the head, but he doesn't creep you out like you should be creeped out, because Robert Williams brings such a humanity to the role. Because I hear everyone says, oh, he creeps you out from beginning to end. It's uncomfortable to watch, but yet you love it. And I'm going to say I object to that, because what makes you love what you watch is the humanity and decency Rob brings to this corrupt soul. So that's why I love it, and I give it a 10 out of 10. I really enjoy this film. It's very fun to watch. Can be very harrowing and very tragic and very scary, but also very human at the same time. And you can see that he's very obsessed. He's a perfectionist when it comes to making photos look good. And that's shame that talent. He's all obsessive over this. He doesn't have any real friends or family outside of his job, you know? So, of course he snapped, you know? You know, it's just sad, you know? So yeah, I feel bad for this character. I wish we saw more of what's his name? Al, I think, is Al. And it kind of ends like was going to be a sequel to this. Like, we would get more of we would dive more in his the psychological torment of his mind. And if that's the way it teases on a cliff It doesn't end like an ending. It ends like a. It ends sort of abruptly. It's like you feel like there could be more to the story. Like there could be a second part of 1 Hour 42, but we'll never get that because Robin Williams sadly died. You know. Damn, because this would have been one of the best sequels of all time, if not the best sequels, if he didn't commit suicide, and if he just made the sequel to this. And I don't know, he could have made like the best sequel ever. I mean, I think it would have been great. Other than, I mean, is it a horror film or is it a drama? It's technically a horror film. The film's a horror film at heart, but it dives in the mind of the psychological parts of how the guy sees the world and stuff. Sort of like Joker or Rob Zombie's Halloween reimagining. You know, those kinds. Or Hannibal Rising or Hannibal. Starring Andy in the sequel to Silence of the Lamb, okay? I can't pronounce his name. Yeah, so I give it a 10 out of 10. I recommend you watch the film. I said that before, didn't I? Okay, that's it.